favorite parking lot. With the little bit of time that I have today, I decided that I might as well film a how-to. You might remember in my how to fakie video, I was in this same exact spot, in this same exact parking space. But instead of a how to fakie, today's video is gonna be how to full cab. And then I'll give you some tips on 5 cabs and full cab variations and stuff like that at the end. How to full cab. Let me start off by saying that a full cab is easier on a cassette hub than a free coaster. Same goes for 5 cabs. Really just any fakie trick, and that's completely contradictory to what most people would say. So how do you know when you're ready to start doing full cabs? Well, if you can 180 like 7 out of 10 times, then you can full cab. Like I said, not a hard trick. Easy to pick up, fun to do, fun to throw in lines. Now, one of the biggest problems that people have when they're trying to learn full cabs isn't not getting the rotation, but it's that you'll land and your momentum goes forward. You land and go forward. I'm trying to not land this full cab. The thing that causes you to go forward like that when you're learning how to full cab isn't not getting the rotation, isn't not going fast enough, although that does play a role. What it is you're carving too much into the full cab. You don't want to carve when you go into a full cab because you want to make sure that all of your momentum is going backwards. If you carve a lot, then your momentum is going to shift from going backwards and it's going to start going to the side. And that way when you land, kind of facing that direction, because you're probably going to under rotate a little bit. Like you turn the bars a lot and you're leaning way down here. All of your weight, all your momentum is all going to the way that you lean, so that when you land, that's the way you're gonna go. Don't turn the wheel before you pick it up and start pivoting. You just want to be rolling straight and then start the rotation. Number 2, you don't want to keep your weight straight back. You want to dip your weight to the opposite side that you spin. So me, I spin to the left, so I'm going to full cab to the left, which means that when I'm faking, before I pull up to the full cab or the 5 cab, I move my body down and to the right. That way when I pull up to do the cab, everything kind of balances out. Now that might seem contradicting. You might be saying, well Johnny, you just told us to fakie straight back and not carve into it. Now you're telling us that you can't lean back and you got to lean to the side. What's the deal? No. You want to fakie straight back in a straight line, and then when you go to do the cab, you're going to shift your weight to the side. Still fakie in that straight line, but keep your weight to the side opposite that you're going to spin. Now there's really 2 different ways that people do full cabs and 5 cabs. The sun went behind a cloud and it's going to come out in like 2 seconds and I'm going to have to change this again. There's really 2 ways that people do full cabs. You can either like pivot and then do the rest of the cab, or you can just hop straight and do the full rotation in the air. I wouldn't say that one's easier than the other, it's just there's different techniques to how you do the trick. But if you can full cab good on a cassette hub, then you can full cab on a free coaster. On a free coaster, you're probably not going to be able to pivot. It's more going to be just a fakie 360. But when you're on a cassette, you can use that pedal pressure to your advantage and pivot before you start like rotating in the air. Some people will say that like, oh, it's not a legit full cab if you don't hop and do the full thing. Don't listen to those people. It's a full cab at the end of the day. The same people who make that argument are the same types of people who won't count tail whips because you catch crank. Speed helps. You don't want to go to dead stop because you won't have any momentum to land in the fakie once you do the full cab, but you don't want to go so fast that you can't control the rotation. You want to be able to do it nice and slow at a comfortable speed. If you can do it slow, then you can start going faster and it's not going to be any harder. It is easier going fast, but you should learn it going slow because it's not as scary. It's easier to control what your bike is doing and think about what you need to do. But don't go at a dead stop because then you won't have any speed to do the rollout. So in conclusion, going to fakie straight back. And then once you go to do the full cab, you're going to shift your weight back into the side opposite that you're going to spin. I spin to the left, so I lean my body to the right. Go at a comfortable speed on a flat surface, no gravel, nothing to slip on. That's a good point. Let me iterate on that. One of my worst concussions, one of the worst injuries I ever got on my bike was because I was trying full cabs on a slippery, gravelly surface, and I landed a little bit off axis, which is gonna happen when you do full cabs. You'll go off axis to either side a little bit, and it's nothing to worry about. Just make sure that you're not on a slippery surface like I was. I slid out, bashed the side of my head, had rocks stuck in my face. My friend had to like pick them out with his fingernails. Shout out to Gabe Lotney. So fakie straight back, lean when you start doing the full cab to the side opposite that you're spinning, Go at a comfortable speed. Don't go fast. Just don't go at a dead stop. You won't be able to do it going at a dead stop. You have to have a little bit of momentum in the fakie. And do it on a sticky surface so you don't have to worry about sliding out. And that's all there is to it, you guys. That's how to full cab. Allow me to give you some 5 cab tips while I'm at it. A 5 cab is basically the same concept as a full cab. What you want to do is you want to go a little bit faster, and you want to lean a little bit more, and you want to pull a little bit harder and turn your head a little bit more. It really is like the same trick as a full cab. You just do a little extra with every step that you would do to do a full cab. You do it on like the next level. So a little bit more speed, pull a little bit harder, turn your head a little bit more, and lean a little bit more. Not enough people do 5 cabs. Have you noticed that? Not a lot of people do 5 cabs. That's really all there is to it, to full cabs and 5 cabs, you guys. It's really simple. I know you can do it. You just gotta go out, spend a little bit trying it. It might take you a couple days to get the hang of it. It might take you a couple more days after that to get them consistent. But you can do it, you know, it's not hard. If you go 180, you can full cab. You might not be able to 5 cab right away, but after you can full cab for a little, no problem. You know what we're gonna do, you guys? That didn't shut all the way. We're gonna go up to Silver Lake and we're gonna ride for a little bit, have a little bit of extra time. Let's go cruise around. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up today's session. I am out of time. If you like this video, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you guys like that how-to, let me know which how-to you want to see next down below. Also, click the like button, subscribe, click the bell to get notifications so you can never miss when a video goes live. I said it a couple days ago, I'm gonna say it again. Daily BMX videos. Just can't beat that. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!